So how's it going, everybody? So it is Thursday, so it must be Vintage Thursday. So I got some cool Uncle Scrooge's comics I want to show you guys. We all know Uncle Scrooge is kind of portrayed as a business tycoon type character. He owns his own company, and he's kind of like Riverdale's Mr. Lodge in a way. He's kind of his own man. He's owns his own company, and he makes millions of dollars. But still, I got some very early Bronze Age Uncle Scrooge comics. I wish they were in better condition because they would be worth more, but unfortunately they're not. These are the conditions I got them in, and it is what it is. But I've had these comics for a long time now. I don't even remember where I got them. I think I got them off eBay, but still, they're pretty cool. They're such a fun read. So which is why I like to showcase these type of comics for Vintage Thursday. This is Uncle Scrooge number 140 from 1977. I was 2 years old when this comic came out. So for a 40-year-old comic, it's still not in bad shape. I mean, in the condition it's in, it's about a $3 to $4 comic. You might be able to find it in your dollar bin store if you had it. But it is such a fun read. I'll show you the cover of it. It's still not bad condition. I do realize these are reprints from earlier editions, I believe from Dell, from way back in the day, from earlier issues, like I say. So these are just some of these stories are reprints from the older times. But anyways, Uncle Scrooge, Bronze Age, 1977. Again, I wish it was in better condition. It is wear and tear, so it is what it is. I can't help it. I just try and keep them in the best shape possible. But if this was in better shape, it'd be about a $10 to $15 book. So to me, I think it's still about 3 to 4 out of 10 scale. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. So next one I want to show you guys is from 1978, I believe. This is issue 151. It's in a little better condition. Love the cover. Uncle Scrooge is on the chase to get the bank robbers, so he's protecting his fortune a little bit. Still, I love these stories. They fit 2 or 3 stories into each comic of these, so some are just 2 pages, some are 10 pages, and they could even be like 28 pages. So pretty cool. I'll show you again. I'll show you guys the inside. He's on a ship here, going on kind of a treasure hunt. So quite a different story, but there seems to be a new bad guy in each comic, so I'm quite impressed for this. So this is Uncle Scrooge number 167, 1979. So so some bad guys are breaking into his vault, and he's trying to stop them. So again, these are the bad guys here, the Bagel Boys, they're called. They're one of Uncle Scrooge's main enemies, and all your favorite characters are in here: Donald, Duck, Huey, Louie, and Dewey. So his family's with him, trying to save his fortune from being bad guys. I think this is another $4 to $5 comic. It is in better shape. I say it's in very fine, very good to very fine, or maybe about 5 to 6 out of 10 on the scale. So as you can see, there's not much wear and tear. A little bit up here, but still, I think if this was in way better condition, it'd be about $10 on eBay, but still pretty good. And this is Uncle Scrooge 169. This is in fine condition. I think it's about a 6 out of 10 to 7. So not much wear and tear. So I think I'm really happy that some of them are in good condition. They're out on the ranch. They're dodging arrows. So I mean, it is pretty funny right from the start. But as you can see, the condition, it's all about condition when it comes to comic books and how much they're valuable. And as I say, these are just reprints of earlier stories. So Uncle Scrooge is one of my favorite characters growing up. I love the adventures. Same characters in the last few issues. Scrooge, Huey, Louie, and Dewey, which are 3. And then this guy here, he's another friend of Scrooge McDuck, and so it's pretty cool. Throughout his lifetime, Scrooge McDuck did not marry. He fell in love with somebody, but he did not actually marry. His love for money got in the way, and he's been portrayed single throughout his lifetime, but he's remained close to his nephews. So this is Uncle Scrooge. Let me just see if I can see it here. One something from, again, this is 1979. It's still in not bad condition. Some of my comments are in pretty good condition. So this is probably about $5 to $6 comic on eBay. Maybe if this was in like more mint condition, it'd be about $10. I love the orange cover. I think it's great, and him barbecuing his money there. I think that's funny. It is what it is. He does go on pretty strange adventures sometimes, but he always brings his family along, Donald Duck and Huey, Louie, and Dewey. And as you can see, Donald Duck is right there in the front page. So he's trying to get him to sell his place in one of these. So it is really cool. Unfortunately, this one has some really bad wear and tear. So this would probably be in the dollar bin if you're lucky enough to have a comic book store. But anytime I go to a comic book store, I do always pick these ones up, no matter what their condition in. So I always go for Gold Key comics, because you never know. Maybe 10 years from now, you might not be able to find them. So I try and save as many as these can. I do have a good collection of Gold Key of cartoon ones and non-cartoon ones. Gold Key did a bunch of other sci-fi and whatnot from the 60s, which I'll be doing a YouTube video on next week for you guys. I got some cool sci-fi ones. So right out of the gate, as usual, you see Huey, Louie, and Dewey, and Donald Duck. But again, unfortunately, the condition's not there with this one. It is what it is. It probably is a dollar bin comic, but which is too bad. I'll save it the best I can, and I'll bag and board it in a modern age bags and boards. I don't do them in silver age because these are more current. Now this comic here, Uncle Scrooge number 190, I believe. I seen it selling on eBay for $10 to $15. This is one of my better comics that I have. It's another early Bronze Age comics from the 70s, and it's a Whitman, not a Gold Key. So this is another reprint story. I do realize that, and as you can see, Donald Duck is on the front cover because he's trying to help Scrooge McDuck in this story again. So I think that's cool that he does have his family with them. So Scrooge McDuck went through different publications over his lifespan. He's been a long time character, so I think that's pretty good. So like I say, I've seen this sell on eBay $10 to about $12 US, or maybe about $15 Canadian. So this is one of my more expensive Uncle Scrooge ones. So bagged and board. Now these last 3 Uncle Scrooge I want to show you guys. This is from Gladstone. It's another publication that's been around for a long time. It kind of took over the rights after Whitmore here. So this is number 216. So Uncle Scrooge did about 400 issues. So they did a very long run. I seen this on eBay for like $5 to $8. So it's not a very expensive one if you guys ever want to try and find this issue. This is in, I say, fine condition, about a 7 out of 10. So not bad. This is issue number 217. I love this. I love the cover on this, where they're kind of in the desert here, kind of like the Grand Canyon. And as you can see, all the main characters are there: Huey, Louie, Dewey, and Uncle Duck. So Uncle Scrooge had a fairly cool long run. So again, the publisher is Gladstone, and it's in there. Again, I seen this one selling for up to $10 US. So I think that's pretty good. So I do have some quite a good collection of Uncle Scrooge. Fortunately, I don't have many of them, but the ones I do have, I'm glad I do. I got them a long time. I've had them for a long time, so I wanted to showcase these Uncle Scrooge. I think they're so cool. He's one of my favorite Disney characters, along with Donald Duck and Huey, Louie, and Dewey. I've grown up watching these characters, so I don't know about you guys, but you guys watch when you were watching Disney. I remember watching Disney on Sunday nights on the Sunday night show. I only had a few channels growing up, so and Disney was on one of the local stations, so we always got to watch Disney on Sunday night. So I think that's pretty cool. So there you have it. There's some that's from my collection of Uncle Scrooge's. Next week I'll be showing some cool Gold Key comics, but there'll be more sci-fi ones that I have. I've had them for a while as well. I do have a bunch of Gold Key comics. Over the next few Thursdays, I will be showing you guys some cool ones from my collection. While they're won't be Disney ones, but they're still fairly cool. And I'm now on Twitter at Joel's Comics. You can find me on Twitter as well. I'll post some of these comics on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Joel's Collectibles Table. I talk about comics on there. And now, as always, hit like and subscribe to my channel. But I will be doing a YouTube special on Sunday. I am going to my comic book store, so I'll be picking up my new comics, and I'll be excited to show you guys what I got from the last couple weeks, because I only go to my comic book store every 2 weeks, so I only pick up new comics twice a month. But for Vintage Thursday, next Thursday, I will show you guys more Gold Key comics I have, and we'll talk about Gold Key comics and sci-fi and everything like that. So looking forward to showcasing some of those, and they're in a bit better condition, so they are worth more. But if you kind of add up this pile up of Uncle Scrooge comics, you can it does add up to a fair bit of money, so it is what it is. So my final thought for the last 2 Thursdays, Uncle Scrooge is a fun character. Watch Uncle Scrooge, collect them. You never know, they might not be around forever, these comics, so save them if you can. And if you do end up selling them, sell them to someone like me who will cherish them. I'm a comic book collector. I will never sell my comics if I don't have to. But my final thought is Uncle Scrooge is a fun character. Yes, he comes kind of as a bad guy, but I think he has a good heart in the end. So Uncle Scrooge is just a fun character, and he's close to his family. So that's my takeaway from it. So hit like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys this weekend. Thanks, everybody.